Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, before we begin, I will introduce myself. My name is Gira Haryadi and I'm from Indonesia and I'm 23 years old. Yes, I'm still younger. People thought gonna be tell about I'm the oldest enough, but it's okay. I'm not judging. Well, so in this video, yesterday I was watching some good video motivation about it. You can search on the YouTube channel. It's called TAD Motivation. So, what is TAD Motivation? TAD Motivation is like give you some excitement motivation about it, like when you want to know the important thing in that video, like for example how to make a conversation, or like how to build some good for the future, or maybe make your body for your language. So before we're going to deep about it, I yesterday watching one of the video that make me so interesting about it. So it was like a conversation about it. So the title on that video I was searching, it's about 7 ways to make a conversation. Yeah, it's about like maybe the video longer 15 or like 16 minutes. It was long enough, but I do can to understand about that video. It makes some good information or motivation for me to speak properly, or like come to do some good conversation for anybody else. So what is conversation? People do realize that what is the conversation meaning about, like when you talk with somebody else, or maybe like when you want to speak properly with somebody else. Well, it's not all of that. The conversation is like when you want to talk with somebody else, you have to know the important thing that you want to came out of your mouth. So it's important that when you want to talk somebody else, you have to know the key point what you are going to talk about. You don't have to like talk randomly, like when you do know about it, you just have to talk like people don't understand about it. But you do realize you have to think. Just don't do make your own conversation when people doesn't know what they are talking about. You have to do some good talk first, and then if people know about it, people do understand what are you talking about. So that's the key point of to make some good conversation. Okay, without many asks, here's I'm going to giving you some tips how to make a conversation for 7-way tips. Or maybe I was going to call title as about 7 ways to make a conversation. So I'm going to look at my phone right now because I have to write it to know the important thing for the key point. If people doesn't know, I will give you some important thing. People do like want to know how to make a good conversation. This is it. Have to know. So the first one is, first word is a floodgate. What is the meaning of that? So the first word is a floodgate is like when you want to talk with somebody else, you have to reach it, or like you don't have to be nervous or like scared about it. You just have to speak properly. Like when people need some help, or like people want to giving you some idea, you have to let it out. Sometimes people will do appreciate what are you going to talk about it. You don't have to be nervous. I know a lot of people can be nervous every time, but the fact is, I also cannot do speak properly. Why? Because many years that I do not like talk too much about some other people, because when I do talk with somebody else, it's like I don't know what I'm gonna be talk about it. It's because I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed, or like I'm shy or scared about it. Yeah, I was. But I do realize that conversation is more important. You just have to do it. Talk. Don't be nervous. I have to. When I do realize what's that video, I do realize conversation is more important for the future. In my own self, I do realize that when I don't talk to people, I do realize makes feels you going to be unuseful. So the point, you have to talk. No matter what is you're going to talk, you have to talk. Just do it. Okay? Just do it. Don't be nervous. Keep that nervous. Be your greatness. Be your motivation. It's like when you feel scared, just you have to let it out. You have to hold no matter what. Just do it. Okay. The second is skip the small talk. Now, this is the most important thing. When you do meet somebody else, like or meet your friend, sometimes you do have to say hi, hello, and then you say, how are you? I'm doing well. Well, yeah, I do realize. Yes, you do. Well, it's like about like many seconds that the talk like without some anything important, and then suddenly you being silent and awkwardly about like 1 hour. So you don't have to talk like that when you meet your friends like for the first time. I mean, you all always meet them like sometime about like a month or like 2 months. So it was like our tradition. I don't know why people always been saying that like, oh, you. I mean, we always meet each other again. I also thought that except if we cannot meet each other, it's fine. We can say that, but we do always meet each other. Like you do realize that it's like everything that we always say is in there. Like there's no point or like information about it. We just have to say hi every time, like every day. So here's the point is I will give you about. So I already shared about in that video. The most important thing that you have to go on. What is the meaning go on? Like you have to talk. Like talk with your friends. Like you don't have to say too much like how are you or something. You have to talk like for example like how's your work, and then your friend say is going like about, oh, my work is doing properly fine, and I'm so happy about it because maybe I got some salary for it, yeah. And then I do gonna be a compliment about it. Wow, amazing. Wow, you do have a good job for it, bro. Then your friends will say, oh yeah, absolutely, bro, thank you so much. And then you can do continue for the conversation like about like maybe 1 hour or like 2 hour. People sometimes can talk conversation about like a hour because you don't have to use that much hi hello, or it kind of makes you feel so awkward, bro. So yeah, you have to not take that word for every time. Okay, you have to skip the small talk. Don't be awkward anymore. Okay, so for the number three is find the me too. So yeah, I don't know too much about the find the me too, but I will gonna be look at in this meaning about the find the me too on the Google, because I don't understand what is the find me too like, or maybe like find for your own self, or maybe like you know like how to say it, like find your own your destiny or something like that. I don't know. So maybe I'm going to see on the Google about it. Uh, hmm. Well, I have to find it because I don't understand about it, bro. It's kind of hard to say. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yes. There it is. So I already found it. Find the me talk. It's like when you want to giving some interesting idea for your own self to somebody else. You have to think what you want to talk. It's like when you met a pass on yourself. It's like when you do have to talk to him for your past. It's like to make a good conversation, or like make some important conversation, have to realize or find your own destiny to yourself. So keep that line. Talk, find, think, ask him or ask her to give some good idea about it. Yeah, so that is the point is. Okay, the next one is number 4. I was talk about it before, like pay a unique compliment. That's the point. So when you want to talk with your friends or with your pets, or maybe we cannot do with your friends or like to parents, or maybe with your teacher, like when your teacher is being mad or like being happy is because he already got maybe some academy award for the best teacher or something, or your teacher is already have a child, a new child, so you have to being a good compliment about it. So for example, congratulations miss or ma'am or sir, hopefully for the next future your child is going to be a perfect child. And then the teacher will be give you some good compliment. Oh yeah, thank you girl, and I'm so happy about it. I mean, and then I do feel so happy about it because the compliment that I giving him or I give the teacher is happy. They are happy. That is the point. Give them a compliment. The compliment that you make them happy makes you feel so much better. That's the point. You don't have to judge or like compliment like negative. Or maybe you can do a joke compliment for your friends. Like congratulations bro, don't forget about me, or like don't miss me or something, and then your friend will like I won't something like that, and it's like people happy, but sometimes people like funny about it because it's gonna be like joke, like we always talk with our friends. And yeah, the compliment is more important when you talk somebody else. Okay, here's number 5. Ask for an opinion. The opinion that you came off your mouth have to give them, for no matter what's wrong or past, you have to talk, give them some good opinion. Like for example, like when you want to talk or opinion that this is the best idea for the future, they will be angry about it for your opinion, because your opinion gonna be a good decision for your future. It's like when you being a job, or like when you do a meeting on your job, you have to give them opinion, your idea will be interesting for the motivation on your future. They will be happy about it for your motivation, for your idea. You have to think. It was have to think about it. Your opinion. Opinion is more important thing to do for the conversation. So yeah, just give your opinion, think, and let it out for you speak. Okay, number 6, be present. So be present. It's like be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. I know that people cannot be on for themselves sometimes, like when they like this and people don't like this, you don't have to be push them a lot. Like when you talk with somebody else, people like maybe like people like Japanese or somebody else, people like Korean, it's okay. We do appreciate what he talk or what she talk. People sometimes can be differently chosen about when we talk some other country, like some other food, like when they gonna be say a lot different. It's fine, it's their own personal. You don't have to be push them to be together or be the same. Just happy about it. Like for example, they have a Wi-Fi and I don't have Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's okay, it's fine. It's like we do some connection. It's still us. It's fine for it. They will be appreciated what you have to say. You don't have to judge. Okay? So that is the meaning of the be present. Be yourself. Or maybe like be for your own self. Okay. The last is name, place, animal, or the things. So, what is the meaning of that? Well, actually, I do not know about it, but I do realize it means that like you can do talk like maybe some the thing that you want to talk, the theories like human theories, or like some many animals, the things like the table. Hey, look at the table, or maybe look at the bottle. The bottle is standing around like that. It's like when you want to talk with the thing that you being randomizer, it gives you some good idea, like why that bottle can stand for longer. Even we cannot do stand about like many longer. It's because they don't move. Obviously, we're human. Obviously, human need a drink, need some food, eating, drinking, pee, poop, or maybe like singing, something like that. So here's the thing, like animal can eat anything, but human cannot eat anything. It's like there's so many different about it. Why I have to say that? Because human can make some good, or maybe why we do realize animal is much stupid than the humans, because animals is like the thing that they don't understand about it, because they were like that. So our human can think, and we do happy about it, because when we being human, we can do big talk properly with somebody else. So yeah, that is the key point. 7 ways to make a conversation for the people. I think that's it for information about my idea on your motivation. So hopefully people will do appreciate from my listener. Well, I'm gonna closing right now. So I do appreciate for the people who've been watching on my video. I appreciate it and thank you so much about it. And if there was any mistaken about it, I do apologize, because human can be so wrong. So yeah, I do need a lot of good motivation for my future like conversation. I do need a lot of conversation, because conversation much better for me. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.